Are we live? I believe we are, and we are indeed live from Highland High School, or Hoover High School, I beg your pardon. It's time for the 2026 high school baseball season from Hoover High School, of course, where the good guys will be taking on, guess who? The Hoover Vikings. And hello, everybody. I'm Tommy Maroon. I just got here, folks, for WHBW. I apologize for not having the Hoover roster again. I just got here. Dick Miller Field is the site of this place. It's the opening game for the Hornets this year, opening game for the Hoover Vikings. We can only anticipate a good game on an AstroTurf field. Are you serious? Wow, count me in. This looks like a pretty good ballpark. That's definitely an understatement, folks. We'll have the third base dugout just like in, what do you call it? Home sweet home. As Hoover gets ready, again, I don't know who the starting lineup, what the starting lineup consists of for Hoover, but I can't tell you, just judging by the looks of it. Coach Jay Grissom's going to have Reed Oney on the mound. I know that. I heard that out there, folks. Also see, Colton Winston wing up, followed by Casey Miser. Just judging by the looks of it as the right-hander gets ready for the Vikings. Weather today going to be in about the, what do you call it? High 30s, low 40s. Ooh, that's an interesting way to do your warm-ups. As Colton Winston, the junior, is getting ready to lead off this thing. Looks like I think Dan Miller might be in the hole, just judging by the looks of it. Highland, we made it to the district finals last year, lost to St. V. St. M 3-1 in Brunswick in the district finals. Coach Grissom would love to get back at it this year, and he'd love to do something he did in 2018 when some of these kids were in elementary school. I'll say that. I was in middle school at the time, so yes, they were in elementary school in 2018, but that was when we made it to the state semifinals. We'd love to do it again, folks. See Coach Rob Hargrove making his way over to first base. Jay Grissom, our head coach, the Norton alum, who has really done a masterful job with the Black and Green Brigade. So Colton steps in, and we are ready to start this brand new season of high school baseball. I tell you, being around these guys for the last few weeks has been a treat. It's been a whole bunch of fun, and I can't wait to see how they do today. So the right-hander number looks to be 17. Again, don't know the Hoover roster, but here we go anyways. Hornets, Vikings, first pitch. There's a bunt down the third base side. He might outleg that. Good play by third baseman. Throw down to first. He does not outleg it, Colton. Great to have you aboard. Time Runners, your play-by-play announcer. Colton tried to catch him sleeping, and to no use. So that means it's going to be the Ohio Bobcat commit, Casey Miser, to the dish. Had a phenomenal football career, but he ain't focused on football no more. He's focused on baseball. This dude's a tough out, Casey. I'm pretty sure we all know that by now as the first pitch coming up here. Looks to be in the outer corner, 0-1. Never been this place before. Otherwise, I probably would broadcast the game here. This ain't a bad joint. 0-1. Casey dances away, 1-1. So Colton was out on a nice little bunt attempt down the third baseline. Couldn't get anything cooking right there. Is Casey waiting on 1 ball, 1 strike? The left-handed batter is going to check his swing. I think they call it a strike nonetheless. It's 1-2. Casey Miser, the 40-year senior, 4-year starter, I ought to say. He's has fair share of great moments here at Highland, whether it's on the gridiron or on the baseball diamond. But I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. So Casey will take 2-2. And it's Grady Gibb on deck, not Dan Miller. Grady Gibb, who I assume will be first lest he's catching. And I'll read once again on the mound today for the good guys on an AstroTurf field. That's nice. That really is. Casey down swinging. That's not nice. 2 gone. Happens. So that's Grady Gibb. Grady Gibb, the quarterback of that team last year in football. We'll see what he can do with a baseball bat in his hand. He's waiting. First pitch coming up from the tall right-hander, number 17. Is a swing and a foul ball. 0-1. Either that or he foul tipped in. The Mick couldn't tell from this angle. Umpire had a better view than I did. Grady waiting on 0-1. Pitch coming up. He will wisely way off. That was low and away. 1-1. How these dudes stay warm out here when it's not even 40. When I left my car, it said it was 39 degrees. Good Lord. 1-1 pitch. Grady's going to take again, low and away, 2-1. So like Fisher Field in the case that this is a turf field. And, man, they got some bullpens out there down the line. So you got to be careful if you're practicing out there. If you're warming up, I ought to say. Grady took a big hack at that one and got nothing. Thus making it 2-2. So he's a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. That one not be good. 2-2 coming up. Grady down swinging. Reed's going to have to match that, folks. No task is too tall for Reedoni, though, as you see him right there making his way out to the mound. So a tough start to the ball game for the good guys. Looks like he's going to have Casey at right. And Colton at center. Looks like Anthony's going to be short. Parker. Oh, yeah, Anthony's at short. I think Parker's at second. Dan Miller at third. Grady Gibb at first. The VW commit Cole Fernandez behind the plate. And once again, on the mound, Reedoni. Reed just bounced that one. Interesting way to start off his practice, his warm-up. Reedoni, the right-hander. It'll be Dan Miller going at it on Monday against Barberton. That will be home. And I'd like to remind you, folks, I will not be doing, play-by-play for home games this year. I am on public address duties and DJing for, baseball games at home. So if you want to watch Highland baseball at home, you might want to subscribe to Final Arm Chief 101, home of Logan Kane's great broadcast, may I add. I ain't gonna be here. Reedoni, the senior. There are a bunch of seniors on this team, actually. Looks like Luke Girding's patrolling left field today. Anthony at short. Again, Parker taking second. Two left-handed outfielders out there today. Casey at right. Colton at center. Cole's going to gun one down. I believe Anthony, not Parker. We're 16 leads off for Hoover. Again, don't know the names. Please bear with me, folks. Reed the righty. Getting ready for what you can hopefully match out here. His starter mowed us down, and now he's going to try to bunt himself, and he gets a good one down. It's just well fouled. Dan Miller on it, though. Dan, I might want to play a little bit in now. Trying to do what Colton did. So Colton was out on from the third baseman's throw. Nothing in one here. Reedoni waiting. He's going to let it go, and he's going to take low in the dirt, low in the turf. 1-1. Hoover faithful made their way here today, I'll say that. He didn't really have that many, but that's because it's about a 40-minute drive from here, as you can see the wind from the camera. Look at that. Good crowd for the Vikings. You can say that again. Ooh, that was scary. So sorry, folks. Sharp ground ball. That'll be a single into center field. Good job there by Colton to get it. So Reed gives up a single in his first at-bat he faces all season long. His whip is currently at infinity, but there's only one thing to do. Make it go down. I think he'll make it go down. You know Reed, he's a phenomenal pitcher. I have my faith in him. You'd have faith in him, too, if you saw him out there. He's a good kid. He's a good pitcher. Does a lot of things right. Third baseman Dan Miller in as the runner's going. There's a ball inside. Throw down. Second is a little offline for Anthony. That's going to kill the double play threat. If you recall last year, we went undefeated in conference play. 14-0. This year will be the last year in American Conference play, as you know by now. We'll be heading over to the national side in 2027 for baseball. Gotta make the most of this year, I'll tell you. Cole's gonna take a timeout. Starting to get windy and blustery out here today. Vikings with a run scoring position. First base runner for either school today. As a 1-ball, no strike pitch. Reed's gonna let it go. Runner's going again. Here's your no throw. We'll just swipe 2 bags. Cole couldn't do a darn thing about that. All he's got to do is left one in the outfield, and Hoover attacks first. Oh, boy. Not oh boy in the good way either. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reed's got to calm down out here. Still scoreless game. And then the ball gets away from the catcher. Did he go around? I don't believe he did. 2-1. Cole was able to block it and stay in front of it. Remember, folks, it's a 7-inning game in high school baseball. You don't have as many shots here as you do in, say, a college game or a minor league game, and, of course, major league game. 2-1, 3-1. Boy, oh boy, it is chilly. As the Vikings are looking to get something cooking early on in this affair. 3-1. Reed trying to stay relaxed. This pitch is about to foul. There we go. Full count. Heads into our dugout. How about that? Not an ideal start thus far. Leadoff single, followed by 2 stolen bases by the same dude. So 1 man on at third with ain't nobody out. But it's still 0-0. Oh, God, he almost drove him in the noggin on that one. That's one that got away. All righty, Cole's going to try to talk with Reed. Not what Reed wanted, that's for sure. Anyways, Hoover's football field all the way back there. Looks like that goalpost is a little crooked. Just realized that. They got a giant jumbotron out there. That's nice. Yeah, man, that's a pretty cool stadium. Cool press box out there. You know, they put in a lot of heart and soul out here to football in Canton. I remember Washington did win the state title in boys basketball last week, I believe. He's probably going to take off here. I won't even mind looking at him. He does take off. Cole's going to gun one down. He is out, and the run scores. So trading out for a run, I suppose. Surprised Cole decided to throw it down a second. But there's nobody on now, so it's basically like a reset. Reed's 1 ball, no strike pitch is way upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Yep. 1-0 Vikings, unfortunately. Bottom half of inning number 1. Went down in order to top the first. Now Reed misses again, 3-0. When anyone's looking at that, they got giant press box on the visiting side and giant press box on the home side. How about that for Hoover? And they got press box here. I know we got one at home, but still. 3-0. And 3-0 Reed Oney is going to gun strike one. Boy, did he need that. One out, one in, nobody out. Cole's getting ready to set up the target as the 3-1 is sharply head foul down the third base side. It'll be Dan Miller, the third baseman right there, leading off for the good guys in the top half of inning number 2. No concessions here, that's one thing. We got a concession stand at Highland, as you know by now. But none here, I suppose. There is a batter's eye, center field, the neon green. Payoff is a swing and a miss. Ball got away from the catcher. Did Cole tag him? Yes, he did. 2 gone. Good comeback there by Reed after falling behind 3-0. It will definitely take out number 2 right there. Hoover in North Canton, Ohio. There's 2 out. Number 15 strives in for the Vikings. Reed's going to let his first pitch go, and that one is in there. 0-1. Good pitch there by Reed. Again, 4, 5, 6 due up for the good guys in the top half of the second inning. Foul ball, strike away from reaching the top of the second inning. He was a little late on that thing. 44, rather. Of course, pitching coach Todd Winston, the former minor leaguer. Nothing to scoff at, for sure, as the 0-2. That got away from Cole, but ricochets back to him. Throw down to Gibb. It's 2 strikeouts for Reed Oney, not too shabby. Didn't give up a run. We're down 1-0, but not the end of the world. Yep, you hear Coach Grissom in the gang saying we still got this. You know, we still got this. That's something I have to agree with. Still got at least 6 innings of baseball left. Plus, of course, there's a mercy rule or some ungodly thing. Hopefully, we provide the mercy rule by cashing in at least 11 runs. It's Dan Miller. Oh, it's Nick Dubkowski. He's the DH, I guess. Dan Miller, Nick Dubkowski, and I can't tell who else. So 1-0, Vikings lead. Still yet to throw his practice pitches out there. He did strike out 2 of the 3 batters he faced. The other one was a bunt. A bunt ground out to third. Good play by the third baseman, I'll tell you. That ball dances all the way back, my goodness. Dan Miller. I don't know where he's looking at, if he wants to play collegiate ball, but does decide to play collegiate baseball. I think you're going to get a good one. Same goes with every senior out here on this squad. But I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. Dan Miller, Nick Dubkowski. I don't know. Again, Nick DHing for the good guys today on this chilly Saturday afternoon. They're going to get the balls in now. Going to be not easy for number 17 to get back out there after a 1-2-3 inning. Ronnie thinks he can do it. Hardgrove makes his way over towards the first base side. As Dan Miller's kicking things off in the top half of the second inning, the third baseman. Cold day, my fingers are freezing. Hopefully this game goes by fast and we win. That's all I want. Again, maybe the mercy rule. What? You never know. Dan Miller's up, that's all I know. Watching strike one on the air part of the plate 0-1. It's a long season, there is that. Can't let the first game dictate how it goes. Rather school. His dad's got a foul one off the screen. Ooh, good catch there by the catcher. Good thing it wasn't a pop-up, otherwise that'd be out number one, but it's 0-2. Again, Nick waiting on deck. Come on, Dan. He's waiting. Number 17 ready. Lets it go. Ball. 1-2. So Dan's still alive out there. Pretty cool that they got batter's eye out there at center field. Guess we sort of have one in that mini shed, I guess. Bouncer, foul. Third base side. This will be the fifth pitch of the at-bat. Number 17, the right-hander, doing a good job thus far. Dan looking to break up the rhythm. He's in that first inning. 1-2. Becomes 2-2 inside. The players are probably a little envious of the coaches. They're wearing jackets and sweaters or whatnot. I don't think they mind being in the cold. I'll say it's baseball weather. I remember I left this morning. The snow flurries early this morning when I left home to watch the BW Capital game. I don't know what the score of that game is. It was 1-1 when I left. As Dan is drilled, he will take first. There we go, is right. Is Nick Dubkowski going to come up to the dish? Cole Fernandez was in the hole for the top half of the second inning. Nick Dubkowski, the DH. If he's not DHing, he's playing third. Star receiver on the football team, of course, earlier this year. Star player on the basketball team. That's popped foul. Whoa, now. He caught it. Nice. My goodness, I was trying to get out of the way of that thing. So Nick pops up that punt attempt right to a lucky fan. It's like SpongeBob. Great, what do I win? Nothing. Now get out. Nick's going to show bunt again as Dan Millers is going to try to go down a second. He will. So I assume Nick's going to abandon the bunt attempt as there ain't no double play situation now. Now the catcher, number 12, going to talk things over out there. Let's see if Coach Grissom wants to give some words out to Nick Dubkowski. Dub's indeed going to talk for a second. He's going to have to hurry, Coach Grissom. Mr. Grissom, the type of coach you want to play for. Motivator, winner, dedicated to the game, loves Highland athletics. Good man. Nobody's quite a Highland baseball man or a Highland athletic man like Mr. Grissom. 2-1. 2-1. This is not a bad view of Dick Miller Field here in North Canton, Ohio, home of the Hoover Vikings. 2-1 to Nick. He's waiting. He will whiff. 2-2. Again, Cole is the man on deck with nobody out here in the top half of the second inning. Dan Miller at second after getting drilled and then making it down second on a wild pitch. Sharply bounced to second, 2 hops this time. Throw down to first. Dan down to third, though. Cole Fernandez comes up to the dish. We'll see how Cole plays this thing. Girding would be next. Unless there's a double play of some sort, which I hope there ain't. And when Cole Fernandez is up. It's going to take 0-1. No, you typically want to take the first pitch unless it's a meatball or something like that. But still, it's down 0-1. Now even 1-1. There we go. If anyone knows the score of the BW baseball game, please inform me. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Cole's gonna swing and got nothing but air. 1-2. 1 out here. Luke Girding again on deck. Left fielder Luke Girding. Con Cole is right. Can you provide our first hit out here today and of the season? Not quite. Luke Girding will come up to the dish with 2 out in the top half of the second inning. Good guys 0, Hoover 1. As in nobody's watching, but one person did like the live stream. Luke watches ball 1. Good job there. 1-0. Luke, like Nick, on that football team and star receiver. But again, he ain't focused on football no more like Casey Grady. And, there's a ground ball to short, easy play there. Throw down to first will get Girding. So leadoff hit batter turns out to be no threat. Still trying to get our first hit of this contest. We are down 1-0 as Reed will presumably return to the mound out there. He'd start off a little shaky, but got under control by striking out the last 2 batters. He's only giving up 1 hit, too. He's having himself a good one. Some of the kids just jogging up and down. Looks like it's going to be Parker, Anthony, and Colton leading off for the good guys in the top half of the 3rd inning. Reed waiting to get out there. Reed and Cole. So 3 strikeouts thus far for number 17 for Hoover. 2 for Reed. Reed would love to get at least 1 more out here in the bottom half of inning number 2. That's fast asleep right now. Early on in this contest. We've had 7 batters. The only one that got on base was Dan Miller. That's because he got drilled with 2 strikes. Such a good program here at Highland and such a good program in Hoover. Obviously, you got to be doing something right if you got a turf ball field. And we got ourselves a phenomenal baseball program, too. Coach Grissom, you can't say enough about what he's done. 2-time district champion, 1-time region champion as well. That was, of course, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 2018. A dramatic comeback in the regional finals, if I'm not mistaken. We're down to our last out and then had a crazy rally of 4 extras, win the game, I think. I'll have to get back there, but no one will like to get back there more than those dudes on the field and those dudes in the dugout, especially Mr. Jay Grissom. Ball 1 low and away. Number 20, the batter for Hoover. There's a pitch coming up. Think he went. He sure did. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To lead off the top or bottom half of the second inning, I stand corrected. Reed almost drilled him in the shoulder. That would have been disastrous. 2-1. Good thing he didn't. Not only do you risk an injury for Hoover, but you got a base runner on for them. Swing and a miss at the waist pitch. 2-2. Leadoff man in the bottom half of the second. Might be in for an old-fashioned pitcher's duel, perhaps, just judging by how things are going thus far. Reed gets his third strikeout of the ball game. Good job right there. He's really calmed down. He's really doing a good job. That's Reed Oney for you, folks. For 12 up for the Vikings. Again, apologies for not having the name. I got here like 2 minutes before first pitch. Had to get home, get dressed. Swing and a miss, so on. Again, not a bad turnout for opening day, especially when the weather's cold. I know this ain't the Guardians Cubs opening day, which will be Friday, of course, but still not too shabby nonetheless, as the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And he guns a strike in there. He checked his swing, but I think the home plate umpire was like, yeah, that was a strike, all right. 1-2, he says, and that's exactly what the scoreboard says. Reed gives up a high fly out to left. Luke getting good read on it. Luke Girding will come in and catch it. Let's make that first step back. You got a better judgment of the ball. First step in. It goes over you. That's not good. 5 straight now retired for Reed. We'll see if the bats can back him up in the top half of the third, but we ain't there yet. Bouncer in front of the plate. Cole Fernandez is going to throw down a Grady Gibb. So that's a 1 pitch out there for Reed. He will definitely enjoy that, as I believe Parker Jankis is kicking off the top half of the third inning. You see number 10 right there. Gonna grab a bat. That's Anthony DePompey. As well, Colton Winston. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors for Hoover. No runs, no hits, no errors for the good guys. I can't see how many hits out there for the good guys or Vikings, but take my word for it. Unless I'm horribly mistaken. I could be. Number 17 still trying to get out there, folks. Looks like you got to step up in that dugout. It's literally a dugout where it's lower than the ball field. That, my friends, is pretty cool. Feels like a college ballpark out here, Hoover High School. This ain't a bad spot to catch a game. Only issue is that it's inconvenient. It's North Canton, for heaven's sake. Look at Parker. Parker, I believe, is a senior. Yes, he is a senior. Ah, yes, it's almost time for the top half of inning number 3. The right-hander number 7. No, that's a different pitcher now. That ain't number 17. Number 20. You guys got a new pitcher now? All right. Roman Geisen, thank you. So after 2 no-hit innings, they're starting really more like an opener done. Coach Chris, I'm looking over. Parker's waiting. The second pitcher today for Hoover. A little surprised that they lifted him after 2 shutout innings and 2 no-hit innings, may I add. Let's see if this comes back to hurt them or whatnot. And Parker, Anthony, Colton. Let's see who those will get a hit, if any of them get a hit, because we went the first 7 batters without a hit. Dan did get on base. He did eventually get to third, but he did not score. Got on via the hit batter. You see Parker right there, bottom left corner of your screen. He's going to kick off the top half of the third inning. Parker taking his practice acts out there as they have a new pitcher once again, the Vikings. 1-0 ball game. Top half of the third. We have at least 5 innings left, or at least 3 innings left, really, with the mercy rule. And if this goes to extras, at least 5 then. Or if it's a normal game, at least 5. Parker's going to watch strike 1. It's 0-1. Parker, the second baseman for the good guys. Only got stuff cooking out here. We are hitless thus far. 0-2. Parker just frozen right there on that hit. But he's still on. Don't you fret, folks. Don't you fret. It's Parker Janicus. Wisely lays off. 1-2. Good eye. Ain't easy to lay off that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody gone here in the top half of the third inning. Right-hander right, number 21 to go. And there's a foul tip in the mitt. 4 strikeouts for Hoover today. Anthony trying to get us out of this hitting funk we're in. Shortstop Anthony. He's only a junior, but he did play. He got a good chunk of time last year. He's going to rip one foul down the third base side. 0-1. Goes all the way in the corner. Someone's got to get that. Looks like one of our dudes will get it. 0-1. Here's a pitch. Anthony takes 1-1. Hitting woes have been a factor. Half our batters today have struck out. We've had 8. So if you do the math, 8 times 1/2 is 4. There's a pop-up foul heading for the track. Yep, that did head for the track. 1-2. We'll be back to the top of the order coming up. After Anthony, hopefully he can get on base. He's going to bounce one a second. We'll see if he hustles in. Throw down to first. No, he does not. Gordon Winston tried to bunt last time. He was down at first on the bunt attempt by the third baseman. So the center fielder, whose brother Hunter, of course, on the Bobcats for Ohio baseball, and of course, his dad, the pitching coach on the team. Colton, he almost took out Casey right there, 0-1. That would have been disastrous. Because as you know, Casey's also going to play for the Bobcats next year. They'll share the same colors, black and green. Colton, foul tips it, can't hold on. 0-2. Black and green brigade down 1-0 here in the top half of inning number 3. He might go down in order again, folks. He's retired 5 straight. He's looking for 6 straight out here. Or the Vikings, that is, as this one's outside 1-2. Not the same pitcher, of course. Right now, that gamble looks like it's paying off for now. Casey would love to get something cooking out here if Colton can get on base. Around the plate right there as he is going to be down looking. That's 2 strikeouts for the pitcher. We don't have a hit through 3 innings. That is alarming, folks. One thing for Reedoni to do his thing as he's returned back to the mound. He's having himself a good one. Bats aren't. That is alarming. 8, 9, and 1 down, 1 strikeout. Or the 8-hitter strikeout. Swinging. That was Parker. Anthony bounced out to second. And then we had Fulton go down looking. The old saying goes, caught window shopping. At least I think that's what the old phrase is. And there's Hoover High School with the crooked goalpost. But still a nice stadium. Oh, you gods, look at that. That's a nice stadium. I know we got a nice stadium, but still. The home plate umpire says 2 more as they will be wrapping things up in a second. By they, I mean us. Ray doing a good job. He has 3 strikeouts in this contest. That was a 1-2-3 inning. That was back in the second. He does have 1 run, but aside from that, it's been a pretty clean game for Redoni. Between that and a walk. The only 2 base runs for the Vikings thus far. Let's hope it stays that way. Number 9 leads off. That means it's 8, 9, and 1 for the Vikings, I believe. Upstairs by Reed 1-0. Things like that will happen. No shift right there, folks. Just judging by the looks of it. It's a 1 ball, no strike pitch. Reed going to work fast. Ooh, that was a breaking ball and it missed. 2-0. Cole Fernandez does have a run gunned out at second today. As Reed down 3-0. Oh boy. Another number 9 hitter waiting patiently on deck. Alrighty, someone's cooking in the bullpen for the good guys, but we'll see what happens out here. Reed's just gotta relax. He's good at that. Fire strike 1. See, I told you, folks. Let's tell you. Don't freak out. 3-1, the pitch, Reed. Check the swing. I thought he went. And peeled down. The first base umpire begs to differ. The number 9 hitter is up. Well, this is something you gotta be aware of the bunt attempt, which is why Dan Miller's playing in out here. Let's hope we can get it out if he bunts. Dan really playing it. It's the number 9 hitter after all. He got a good one down and fouls it down the first base side. Gotta get him to bunt at air and go around or bunt it foul. I don't have to abandon it with 2 strikes. Unless he's like Google and he's feeling lucky. Third base run of the contest. Dan really in on the infield grass. Infield turf, really. Good bunt to Dan Miller. Easy play. He throws down 1 goal. Sacrifice worked exactly as they chalked it up. Now here's number 16, the only dude to have a hit for either school today. One hit. He's the only guy that has it, folks. Don't have to do it again, but Reed would have loved to get him out here. First pitch. Outside. Chilly day. The bats are definitely not awake in the cold for either school. As I mentioned, we might be in an old-fashioned pitcher's duel. I see Cooper Richnevsky, the left-hander, warming up in the bullpen. I think I might. 1 ball, no strikes, Reed. Gats in a swing and miss at a bad pitch. Good job there by Reed to make it 1-1. Runner at second here, 1 out. In the bottom half of inning number 3, what's been a really fast ball game. There is that. Reed misses low and away. Here's a gun down to second that escapes into center field. The runner holds, luckily, as he was caught off guard by that. Cole tried to fire one in the hole. Almost got him. It was just a little ride. 2-1. 1 out. Reed on the runner at second. Anthony not going to go to the bag as there's a foul ball. 2-2. Of course, on turf, the ball moves much faster and it hops much harder than it does on grass or dirt. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count to the leadoff man. Reed got him looking. That's 4 strikeouts now for Mr. Oni. Not bad, not bad. 2 gone. So here is number 9 to the dish. No, number 6, I apologize. Couldn't read. I don't know why. I apologize. I'll tell you that. Two out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Ooh, Cole almost let that one get away from him. It was way upstairs, 1 out. I mean, this isn't MVP baseball. You're not going to throw strikes 95% of the time, 99% of the time. Just gotta limit your mistakes. Bouncer to 3rd, foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the beauty of MVP baseball. I throw 60 pitch complete games, 70 pitch complete games. Those dudes throw like 20 complete games a year, and it's nuts. And hey, I like it. I love some complete games. Yeah, there's a sun glare out there. Good golly, it's blinding. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh boy, that sun glare is really driving me nuts. Ball 2. Good block by Cole. He's going to play for the oldest and greatest university in America next year, folks. I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. At least you should know that by now. Coach Harrison got himself a good one. That's Mr. Brian Harrison for you, folks. Well, taking care of Capital right now. At least we just hope and assume. Bouncer to 3rd, 2 hops this time. Dan down to first, 1 hop this time. And it's in and out of the glove of Gabe. Don't know what they're going to rule that. Whether it's an infield hit or air, that was a tough play. I'll say that. Oh, sorry, I was just checking in. My mistake. So 2 on and 2 out for the Vikings. They are threatening. Run does not go. It's a ball upstairs. Second time today, Reed has had multiple base runners on. Other time, there were indeed men on the corners. 15. Throw down first. Good job there by Grady to get that. This throw was a little off target. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. And the bat is number 15. And the corners, he's going to try it again. Did he get him? No. Oh, my. That looked mighty close. Thought for a second, maybe. That was bang, bang, though, so you can't be upset at the umpire for that. And here's gonna cut out like close on a hot summer day, and now Gibbs gonna go one home, and that backfired miserably. That's going to drive Coach Grissom nuts. I mean, he had to throw it home, otherwise it'd be 2-0. But man, oh man. Gotta shake that off. Could not get the simple rundown. Dancing. Does have 2 swipes already today as this one sits down off the line. Thank God it's a foul ball. That thing's fair. We're talking 3-0. Thus far, as it's 2-0. First runner scored on a stolen base from home with men at the corners, the old double steal that they always do in high school. And the other one on a botched rundown. Happened a few seconds ago. And the home plate umpire gonna grant time. They're trying to argue for a block out there, but they ain't gonna get it. That's good. At least there is that. Casey's leading off the top half of the 4th, by the way. He's out right today as Reed is not gonna even bother. That runner really being a menace out there. He's got 3 swipes, excuse me. Still second, still third when it came out to score. And maybe 4, excuse me. Regardless, this dude is a speed demon. 1-2. I'm a strike away from limiting the damage. Can't be mad at Reed at all. He's doing a good job. I think they're rolling 1 hit thus far. Despite the 200 runner goes, there's a swing and a miss, and Cole held on to it. That's 5 strikeouts now for Reed. Not bad. What is bad is that the bats don't have a hit today. 2-0, 3 innings through this thing. If there were ever to be a turn of the order that would be most likely to change it, you can sure bet your life savings would be somewhere around the line of Casey Miser, Grady Gibbon, Dan Miller, 3 football stars, 3 baseball stars too. Coach Grissom knows how to get the best out of everyone. He knows who's the best out there. JV, I believe, played earlier today here. On a chilly Saturday afternoon. They're still rolling with the number 20 out there. Just Casey, I don't know. What I do know is that he's leading off. There he is. He's coming out. He's the next contestant, coming on down like he's the next contestant of The Price is Right. 3 innings. I think he combined 1 hit thus far. Unless they ruled that bouncer to third. I could have gotten us on the third. A hit. Don't know what they ruled it. What I do know is that it's still 2-0 regardless. And the Vikings are winning. That's a little surprising. I thought we were going to handle them, but oh well. Still too early to panic. Way too early to panic. Especially when you got guys like Casey Miser leading off and Grady Gibb on deck and Dan Miller in the hole. Getting a left-hander in the bullpen for the good guys. Think that might be Cooper, just judging by the looks of it. We don't have too many lefties on our squad. Casey, one of them, though. And he's going to sit one a second. Good play there. Stop, pop, throw. He's safe. He's safe. That was a good call. Infield hit for the senior, and we will not be no hit. There we go. Play was fielded cleanly. Now Grady comes out to the dish. First pitch swinging by Casey. Pitcher had dance out the way right there. Casey with the lead at first. Grady bounces one, fouling back. There's the beauty of having double-digit seniors on your team is that all of them basically have been playing with each other since elementary school. They go up to middle school, they go up to high school now. They're on their last stop. I'm going to try and make the most of it. You can sure bet your life savings on that. 1 ball, 1 strike. There it is. Nobody out. And our first hit today, Casey Miser infield hit. At the home faithful thought wasn't out. Bounces that one to the catcher, number 12, 2-1. Come on, Gibby's right. Grady with Casey on at first. Third baseman point in. Well, I think Grady's going to bunt. Maybe he will. I don't know. He was swinging last time. Casey's going. Swing and miss. Throw down seconds. A lob down to second. Breaking up the double play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the hit and run was ordered out there. No hit, but the run was successful. Stolen base, that is. So for the first time today, second time today, we got our in scoring position. I apologize. Timeout granted to Gibb. It looks like Casey's got something they're going to give to Coach Grissom. 2-2, ain't nobody out here in the top half of the 4th inning. We got our first hit of the ball game. I was paranoid about no hitters, but I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. Every time I go out there, no hitter begins when you got the first out of the ball game. First leadoff man out of the ball game. Casey's going down third. He's going to take that without a slide. Bad pitch right there. Casey showcasing the wheels he had from football. Our first run of the year, 90 feet away. Full count, Dan Miller waiting patiently on deck. Number 12 talking things over out there with the second pitcher of the day for the Vikings. On a Saturday here in late March, it sure don't feel like spring. Payoff. Oh, Grady can't believe it. He's frustrated. Sixth time we've struck out today. Second time Grady's gone down, striking out. It's Dan Miller, who's 0 for 0 today. He was hit by a pitch. We'll see what he has in stock here. All he's got to do is left one in the outfield. He's going to bounce one third instead, and luckily that one foul. 0-1 to Mr. Miller. We'll see what he does out here with Casey on at third and 1 gone. See him on the left of your screen, Casey. Coach Grissom on the far left. That one misses. Good. 1-1. Can't play hero yet. There's still plenty of baseball to go. At least that's how I feel, at least. I ain't Coach Grissom. I ain't Dan Miller. I am, however, watching that ball go back towards the track. The wrong track, though. 1-2. Not the warning track, but the running track. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dan Miller lays off. 2-2. Casey retreats. Is on deck. I believe Nick is on deck. Yep, he is indeed on deck. 2-2 pitch. Fouls one back, and ricochets back to the catcher. Dan giving him a fight. Can't deny that. No 2-0 lead for the Vikings. Getting ready once again. Right-hander eyeing Casey at third, and he will Give up a bounce to third. He's going to go home with it. That's a rifle down. I think he beat it. He did. 2-1. Good hustle there by Casey Miser, making it 2-1. He stole second. He stole third. And the high risk, high reward does not pay off. Gustav's going to get the baseball bat right there. There's Nick Dubkowski coming up to the dish. 2 hits now for the good guys. It's official. We're not going to get shut out today or all season long. Nick watches that one right over the middle. 0-1. Still bullpen action out there, folks. As the tying runs at first. There's one man retired. That was Grady Gibb. And Nick in trouble. Yeah, 0-2. He might be joining Grady and company. Let's hope not. I believe in Nick. You'd believe in him too if you saw him. Good kid. Again, who isn't? Ooh, that looked close, but they'll say it's a ball. 1-2. There's no ABS here in high school, as you know. Can't tap your head. I like that. I really do. Enough of the bad calls. There's one ripped in the right, but that ball is going to be past the right fielder. It's going to roll all the way towards the track to the wall. Dan Miller to third base. Dan Miller's going to try to play for the tie. It's throwing down to the cutoff. Nick Dubkowski down at third, and we are indeed tied. Misjudged by the right fielder. Nick Dubkowski does his thing. Luck being on your side right there, folks. That could have quite easily been 2 outs. Who knows? Could quite easily been a double play with Dan being almost halfway to second. But there's still 1 out. That's a brand new ball game. 2's on the board. Cole Fernandez fouls 1 back. Gurdon gonna get it. Oh, 1 to Mr. Fernandez. As Nick the go-ahead run at third, he will take 0-2. Cole the catcher. We got something cooking out here. There's one drilled out to the left. This is going to give us the lead, perhaps, as it's caught. Nick tags. He'll easily score. 3-2. Cole Fernandez does his job now. As we have our first lead of the afternoon. Gurdon getting high fives from both dudes out there. A fruitful and productive 4th inning. I'll say that as we are winning now. Again, first time we can say that all year. That's only the first game of the season, but still. Girding's up. We'll see what Gird has in stock. He's going to roll on the hole. Diving shortstop kicks off his glove, base hit. Luke thought about going down second, but he wisely decides to hold. And Parker will come up. Seventh batter of the inning. See what the second baseman, Parker Jankis, can do for us. Almost halfway through this thing. We're up 3-2 in the top half of the 4th. 1-1, that gets away, and Luke's going to take second with ease. No force out at second now. No double play situations. There's 2 out. But now, if Parker can just hit something, I'll sit down in the outfield, you would assume it to be 4-2. And he just balked, so now anything else that's down the outfield will certainly make it 4-2. Luke can just moonwalk down to third on that. 2 out, 1 ball, no strikes, 3 cashed in this inning. Parker waiting. There's 1-0 coming up. That gets away. Here comes Luke coming home, and he will make it in there. Bad throw, 2. It's 4-2. Luke showcasing some wheels out there, moving on a second on a wild pitch. Going down third after a block. And scoring on a wild pitch again. And this inning has really snowballed for the Vikings. 2-0. It's Parker West, 2-1. Things like that'll happen. As once again, this is the 7th batter of the inning. Reed finally with some security out there. I'll enjoy this, a long break. There's one, a second, one hop this time. Throw down to first is a good stab by the first baseman, but the damage is done, and damage done pretty darn well. 4-2 after 3.5. We had a really good time out there, to say the least. A whale of a 4th inning. Cashing in 4. We're going with a new pitcher, Cooper Richanevsky. Yes, we are. Cooper Richanevsky coming in. Whit Reed will be charged with the win. 21 for 11, says Mr. Grissom. So with the win, in line for the win at least, Streetoni. Cooper Richanevsky checking in, the left-hander, so it was Cooper out there. Reed had himself a dandy of a contest. 3 innings, though, but 2 runs only, and not to mention, I don't know, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. It's not shabby. Not shabby at all. It was a leadoff man that got the hit. At least I thought it was just 1 hit.
Sounds like you might be good.
It'll be 9-1-2 in off for the good guys in the top half of the 5th inning. We'll have the meat of the order due up. 4, 5, and 6 for Cooper. 4-2. You're feeling a whole lot better about this game if you're a Highland Hornet. I'm Coach Grissom. I'm feeling a whole lot better out here. 2 more, says the home plate umpire. 2 more warm-up pitches. Otherwise, nothing else changes for the good guys aside from the pitcher and Cooper Richanevsky for Reed Oney. Just tuning in here on WHBW. Time we're in here. Minding you that we will only be covering road baseball games this season, mainly doing part that I have public address announcing and DJing duties for the Hornets this year. So subscribe to Logan's YouTube channel if you want to watch some home Hornet action. 4-2. 4 runs in the 4th for us. Cooper, the southpaw, getting ready. And he will give up a bouncer, foul down and back. Cooper, not the tallest man on the mound, but one of the tougher men on the mound, I'll say that. Of course, you don't have that big of a rotation in high school, of course. 1. That's low, 1-1. So a 4-run explosion for the good guys has really shifted the momentum of this ball game. Sharp roller to third. Dan Miller's going to stop, pop, throw down again. Good play, 1 gone. Not good there by Anthony, though. But it happens. Can't be mad. Best that happens after the out instead of before the out. That would be disastrous. 4-2. Good guys on top. Ball 1 upstairs. Number 5 full hitter, number 20. I think Hoover's also Division II in baseball, just like us. We were Division III last year, of course. There's a strike on the inner part of the plate, making it 1-1. So here we go. Cooper getting ready again. Let's go. There's one towards second, and the whole tough play for Parker. He'll eat it. Second hit today for Hoover. An infield hit. Tough play for Parker nonetheless. Wasn't going to make that look easy. I mean, he wouldn't have made that look easy either. That was a tough play. That was probably the best thing. That was the only thing he had to do, just take it. So Dan Miller playing towards the infield turf out here. Leaning towards the bag. Throw down again. Won't get him. So we'll see what we do here. Hopefully a ground ball, and that would be nice. Preferably Anthony or Parker. Or to Dan. He will just go down and get, though. 2 gone. Right on cue. Ball that does not escape the infield. So here comes number 4. Again, don't know who's who out here for Hoover. We do know that he represents the tying run. They just call a balk? Yes, they did. They sure did. So anything that'll sit down the outfield makes it a 1-run game. Cooper can't be happy about that, but things are still fine. He's getting ready out here. All he needs is 1 out. And he's not going to get it out. He's going to give up an RBI single in the center. So Hoover cuts the way down to 1. They got the tying run at first. Not how Cooper wanted his first inning of work to go out here of the season, but just like Reed, he's got to put in the rearview mirror and go forward. I have my faith in Cooper. I assume you do too. Strike 101. Mike Cooper's right. He's got to run at first, and he just lobs it down to Grady. 3 runs for Hoover today, 4 for us. They've scored every inning except the second. We've scored all 4 in the 4. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Right here, let's go.
0-2. We got someone going in the bullpen out there, Hoover. Can't tell. But Cooper's right. He's going to let it go. He misses upstairs. You see it right there. Looks like it's a right-hander. Yep, it is indeed a right-hander. It's the 1-ball, 2-strike count. Cooper Richnevsky again. The sign from Cole Fernandez. And we'll see what happens here. Throws a ball low and in. 2-2 after this count. Once upon a time was 0-2. And tying run at first here. 2 out. 2-2 count. Cooper. Got him swinging. Nice. They do got to run back. They don't get the lead back. They don't get the ball game tied again. It's 4-3 after 4. Anthony De Pompeo and off for the good guys. He will be followed by none other than Colton Winston, who will be followed by Casey Miser. Anthony and Colton were the only 2 guys that did not come up to bat in that 4th inning of ours, where we hung 4 on the Vikings. They're still got faith in number 20 out there, despite that rocky fourth inning. He put us down in order in the third. Couldn't do anything with Casey, Grady, and Dan leading off in the fourth on behalf of the rest of the 7 batters that came up. One to 3, tight game out here. Still need to pull away. We have not pulled away yet, but neither have the Vikings. Showy day. We keep on harping at it. Game going by pretty fast, despite 7 runs being cashed in. We've each scored 6 strikeouts apiece. 5 for Reed, 1 for Cooper. Anthony, the number 9 hitter, comes up to the dish to start things in the top half of the 5th inning. Wind's starting to pick up. Looking at the American flag, it's going from left field to right field. Anyways, Anthony leading off here in the top half of the 5th inning. By ripping one in shells and coming after it, he'll have to play that on a hop base hit. Good job to start off the inning there by Anthony. Showcasing the pop he's got in his bat as Colton comes up to the dish. And third baseman aware that he did bunt earlier today, and he did get out, but we'll see if he can get up this time. He is 0 for 2. Throw down at first is high, offline. Ground by the big first baseman, though. Third baseman well in out here. Runners going. That's a ball, and they are not ready. Not ready at all. Safe as Anthony breaking up the double play. They were expecting a bunt. Anthony saw it. He decided to take off like a jet plane and take second base while he was at it. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Anthony at second, Colton Winston. Gonna bunt, and here's a runner down third. That's offline. Anthony will not try to score as the shortstop came in fast to get the ball. If he wasn't there, I would have definitely tried to score, but good eye there by Anthony to see that the shortstop was all over that. 1-1. Colton needs to hit one in the outfield, and we got some insurance once more. Infield in for Colton. And I think he won. 1-2. Dude doesn't have a hit today, but no better time than the present time to change it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colton Winston wisely lays off. That was like a pitch out of some sort, except the runner's on out third instead of first. Now we don't want to fool around with the dude on deck in Casey Miser. 2-2. Pitch. And I think he went. He foul tipped in the mitt. Colton can't believe it. Happens. It's Casey Miser, who has an infield hit and a run scored today, comes up to the dish. What will Casey do out here? Infield again in. They don't want Anthony scoring out there. I don't blame them. Here's one popped up in the third base side. Does he have room? Yes, he does. 2 gone. 1 pitch, 1 out. Casey pretty frustrated after that, as you might expect. Here's Grady Gibb having a rough day at the office. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. But again, no better time than the present time to change that. Infield no longer in for the Vikings. Grady, tough out to say the least. He's going to bounce 1/3, 2 hops this time, and the throw down is a 1 hopper down. Good stab by the first baseman. So Anthony stole second, stole third. After waiting off the inning with a single. And then nothing else happened. I think they also have 9-1 and 2 due up for the Vikings. It's a 4-3 contest.
They're going really
I see number 10, Parker Jankis out there. Yes, I do. He's going to give Grady his stuff as Cooper back out for his second inning of work. Good thing we had that fourth inning. Otherwise, it's 3-0. Good thing we had that top the fourth inning. Excuse me. Bottom half of the fifth inning. And give Cooper 2 more. Dick Miller Field is our setting out here. In North Canton, Ohio. Where the good guys are ahead for now, 4-3. It's going to be, let's think, Dan Miller leading off for us in the top of the sixth. If we got to the top of the sixth, if they score 11 runs, we won't get to the top of the sixth. Well, schools have utilized 2 pitchers today. Reed lasted 3. Their starter lasted 2. Strike 1. Good pitch there by Mr. Richanevsky. Leadoff man here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. And that one, he checked his swing. Cole wants an appeal, and they'll say no. Almost went around. That would have been weird if he made wood on that or really metal on that. Excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff man again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff man. Bottom half of the fifth. Good fourth inning is keeping us afloat. And in the lead. Cooper with 1 off the screening on that foul ball. Gives up 1 off the screening on the foul ball. I'll make it a 1-2 count still. So nothing changed. I'll keep it a 1-2 count, I ought to say. Excuse me. Oh, waste pitch. Low towards the plate. Game has not been easy as you expect when you go way southeast. But Cooper got out number 1 on the swing and a miss right there. Good pitch. Number 16 has been a nuisance on the base paths in both times he's gone on at bats, but plate appearances because he singled, reached on air. So technically both at bats. Corners playing in out here, as you might expect. Cooper gives up a foul ball. That might hit that house. Or head out to the road. Good thing no one was driving at that point. That would have been good. Oh, 1's low and away, making it 1-1. We're in the bottom half of the fifth inning, and we are ahead 4-3 over Hoover. Pitch coming up. Oh, he missed that one high and away. 2-1, Cooper. It's all right. Not the end of the world, of course. Cooper with 1 back over the middle. 2 hops this time. Anthony to first, 2 gone. Good stretch by Gibb. So getting rid of a speed threat on the base path is always a good thing. It's a Baltimore chopper, if I were to say so myself. 2 gone in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Ooh, Highland 1-0. Got 20 weeks and 6 days to Walsh. I'm pretty sure nobody here is going to care about Walsh right now. They're just focusing on this game right here. Fouled off the screening. There's no cage. It's just screening. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoover's only had 1 instance today where they've gone down in order. That was the bottom half of the 2nd inning. It's happened to us twice, I believe, as there's a swing and a miss. Try to tie it with that. Couldn't do a darn thing. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scoop getting ready again. You let his 1-2 go. And he will get him swinging. That's what now? 3 strikeouts, I believe, for Cooper. Through 2 innings, that 5th inning went by pretty swimmingly, went by pretty easily and pretty nice. Dan Miller leading off the top half of the 6th inning for the good guys. We are up 4-3. Dan Miller. After that, it's going to be Nick Dubkowski. And then after that, it's going to be, I believe, Cole Fernandez. That's the meat of the order for you. 4, 5, 6. And back out there for his 4th inning of work, number 20. Again, don't have the names of the roster out here for Hoover, so I have to wing it. And Miller, I believe he had what now? He scored a run last time. Yes, he did. Cashed in Casey. Did cash in Casey. And Nick cashed in Dan. Actually, it's going to be Luke Girding, not Cole Fernandez, or maybe not. I forgot. I apologize. What I do know is that we are ahead as Dan Miller's still taking his practice hacks out there. There's someone going to the bullpen, I don't know. Number 7, I believe that would be. I think Jake's number 8, I want to say, so either that or someone else. I apologize. Got no roster with me, and it's only the first game of the season. I'll get to know these dudes well if I don't already. Anyways, it's the top half of inning number 6, and Dan Miller's going to lead it off by watching for a strike. He's gone on base twice today. He is 1 for 1. He got hit in the other plate appearance. Dan waiting. His 0-1 pitch to him is outside, 1-1. Nobody out here, and nobody on, and nobody scored. That can only mean one thing. The leadoff man is up. Dan Miller gonna hit one foul and back. That is heading way out of play, of course. Didn't know if that was hanging out for the street right there. That's one thing about high school football teams. A lot of them are near neighborhoods. You can watch a game. I know Art Wright Stadium's one of those ones with Barberton Sharkey Stadium, the old stadium where Falls used to play. Also like that. Cuyahoga Falls. Well, they got a new stadium that's turf, and man, it looks pretty nice. They got a Jumbotron, too. What's not nice is that Dan's got to go down to first because the ball got away from the catcher. 1 gone. First time Dan is out today as Nick Dubkowski comes up to the dish, and I was correct. It would be Cole Fernandez. after Nick Dubkowski. What will Dobbs do here? Excuse me, folks. One gone. Top of the sixth. Nick's going to watch. Yeah, go ahead, sack fly. Nick had a triple last time. That was misjudged by the right fielder. That got to a tie game. Later scored on a sack fly. 0-1. Weekly roll to second, coming in and fumbling at the second baseman. That's an E4. Then it gets away and nothing else. Talk about luck again. Cole had a sack fly to left last time. We'll see what he can do out here this time around. He's got Nick at first, and he's got one out to operate with. He's going to rip one in a left for a base hit, obviously holding at second there, Nick. There's a gun down towards the third baseman. I don't think he intended to go for the third baseman. But I didn't know Luke Goering's coming up to the dash. Still with faith in number 20 out there. He's in his fourth inning of work. They're going to look towards the bullpen, perhaps. Not yet, though. 2 on, 1 out, 4-3 score. Luke looking to bust it wide open. He's going to bunt instead. Got one down towards the mound, and he's going to leg that one. Bases are juiced for Parker Janikis. He catches everyone sleeping out there with a bunt single. So it's Dobbs at third, Cole at second, Gerd at first. One gone, Parker up, infield in. Just got hit one in the outfield. But we'll see what Parker does. He's a good kid. Fouls one off the padding, 0-1. Infield is indeed in. Boy gets him out of this inning harmlessly. They don't want it to be 5-3. They don't want to risk it, especially with a speedster like Parker. 0-1. Fouled back, 0-2. Hits the roof of the house and makes a splash, quite literally. Anthony would be next as Parker down in an 0-2 hole. And right once again, 0-2 to Parker coming up. And he missed that one just barely. 1-2, looked very close. 4-3, again, Nick at third, Cole at second, Luke at first. And there's one out in the top half of the sixth. Remember, we go 7 innings in high school. 1-2. Foul ball. Ooh, first base side. If that's a little bit fair, we're talking at least 5-3, maybe 6-3 if it gets into the corner. Still ain't nobody in the bullpen for Hoover. Vikings down 1. Parker getting ready. Has number 20 going to let go. Parker hits one left. That's going to sit down in the corner. Easily cashing in 2, making it a 6-3 score. Good hitting there by Parker Janikis. And this baby is busted wide open. Now Anthony DePape is coming up to this. This dude had a single last time. Good hitting by Parker. And with 2 strikes, 2. And either he is going to be done or they're going to resort to a new pitcher. Or either he's going to be done or they're just trying to calm him down. Excuse me. Can't speak, can I? No, I can't. Are they going with a new pitcher is the question. And he's here to take him out or is here to tell him, hey, you got this. Starting off 2-0. We've gone on a 6-1 run. Girding at second, Janikis at first. Anthony up, the number 9 hitter. I don't know what they're talking about over there. Of course, I don't know what the argument was about. What I do know is that Anthony is up with 2 on and 1 out. In a 6-3 affair where the good guys are winning. Always good to see you good guys winning. We're at 46%, by the way. Start off this broadcast at 95, so I think we should be fine for the rest of this game. At least I hope. 2 on, 1 out. And Anthony, the junior, with the first baseman in, is going to foul it back 0-1. Not caught by the catcher, but still 0-1. I barely heard metal clanking right there. 0-1. 2 on. And there is one gone. At the runner second, he's going to spin, try throwing down. That gets away in the center field. Thinking about going down at third was Luke, but he slid down there, so he had to hold. They dodge a bullet right there, 6-3 still, and still 2 on with 1 out. Anthony waiting, and a no ball 1 strike count. He almost took that one to the elbow. 1-1. Back to top the order perhaps with Colton, unless there's a double play of some sort. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Ooh, Anthony tried to make it at least 9-3 on that hack. He got nothing. All he's got to do is just make a play now. Escape in the outfield and sit down, most importantly, the outfield. And that should be his only concern. That'd be my only concern. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a pitch. Oh, that drills Anthony. He'll take a painful 90 feet down the line. That is not what the Vikings wanted or what they needed. Back to the top of the order with Colton. Colton, I believe, 0 for 3 in this contest. He'd love to change it here, and he'd love to change it with a new pitcher. He's going for the right-hander. Looks like it's going to be the man who was playing center. As the bases are juiced again with 1 out. Games like these will happen. As he does get indeed a round of applause, as he should. He did a good job out there. 3 in the 3rd innings. Thought he did give up 6, but still. We have Parker at 3rd. No. Girding at 3rd. Parker at 2nd. Anthony at 1st. And we have 1 out for Colton Winston. And again, you definitely don't want to deal with the dude on deck. This might be a double player bust if you're the Vikings. Casey Miser. That man is 1 for 3 on the day. Colton 0 for 3. Number 16, who is doing a lot of damage on the base paths earlier in the 1st inning and then again in the 3rd inning, is on the mound. He's gunning it in there, folks. Colton has to study him, of course, but I don't doubt Colton. 4th time we are going around up to the top of the order, I ought to say. 4th time. We'll see Colton. Excuse me. Again, Gerd at 3rd, Parker at 2nd, Anthony at 1st. And there's 1 gone. Hoover Vikings struggling out here in a 6-3 game. They were up 2-0. Things have really started to unravel for them. See Parker right there making his way to second. Anthony making his way over to first. If you're new to WHBW, cannot stress this out enough. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. Good Lord. And I'd like to remind you folks that we do cover softball and lacrosse during this time of year. Both boys lacrosse and girls lacrosse here at Highland. So if I were you, I'd be looking forward to that too. Infield in here for Colton. It's a pretty darn fast dude. They don't want the double play. They just want 2 outs. Ball one, low to Colton. 1-0. And when I say 2 outs, I mean because there's 1 out. They want the second out. You understand what I mean? Again, Luke at third, Parker second, Anthony at first. 1 gone, 1-0. Colton down 1-1. Colton swinging on that. He's even 1-1. Excuse me. Good golly. I don't know what's got into me. Infield playing in. Shortstop on the infield turf. 1-1 pitch. Everybody on the infield turf. Is that one shot foul and ricochets back to the shortstop. 1-2. Colton's still got this, folks. This guy, he's a good baseball player. Colton, left-handed batter. He's got the advantage, of course. But he takes that one. A lot of murmur out there amongst that call, but the only person whose opinion matters said it was a ball. 2-2, 1 out. Bases loaded. Colton down swinging. A tough day for Colton. But days like these will happen. You can't get mad. All you got to do is get back on that horse and ride it again. As Casey Miser comes up with the bases loaded and 2 out. You could potentially put this game out of reach. Looks like a pitcher's park. Don't know the dimensions out here. Looks symmetrical too. Ooh, that hit the outer part of the plate. 0-1. Parker has cashed in the only 2 runs this inning. With a flare in the left that sat down with men scoring position. That one, Casey has to dance away from 1-1. Again, Grady would be next. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 gone. Casey waiting as number 16 gonna let it go. Outside, 2-1. Up by field goal here against the Vikings on this Saturday and opening day. Coach Justin telling Parker to move closer to him as 2-1. There's a ground ball in the whole right field for a base hit. Parker is indeed going to try to score. Here's the throw, the cutoff. Here's no throw home. It's 8-3. Casey Miser's done his job again. That means Grady Gibb will come up with an 8-3 cushion, 4 runs apiece in the 4th and the 6th inning. Both runs tagged to number 20. In fact, if Anthony scores, that'll be tagged to number 20 as well. Grady Gibb comes up, and Casey's just going to easily take second. My goodness, he wasn't even paying attention. This is the 9th batter of the inning for the Black and Green Brigade. Oh, you gods. 8-3 as Grady takes 1-0. Grady also without a hit, but it's looking to change it. It's been a phenomenal inning for us. 4 runs, 2 on, 2 out. Might not be done yet. Bounces that one, found back. 1-1. Dan hurries to get it. Grady playing first today, but he can also be seen catching. 1-1. Getting rank number 16 with men in scoring position. And Grady wisely lays off 2-1. See a lefty cooking in the bullpen. That might be Colton Winston. Now that I stop and think about it. Casey at second. And Anthony at third. And Grady, I had 3-1. And again, Dan Miller would be next. That means we would have batted around, folks. 3-1. Grady waiting, and he will walk. He will walk with the bases loaded. Anthony at third. Casey at second, Gibb at first, and Dan Miller is up for the second time today in this, or second time in this inning, I ought to say. So we have batted around 10th man to come up. Once been a disaster of an inning for the Vikings. Right over the middle. Dan took it. 0-1.
All right, now, let's go.
It's all right. Still has 2 strikes to operate with, folks. I'm going to catch a break with this lineup, folks. I'll say that. Only 1 bases juice, 2 gone. Dan, did he go? Yes. 0-2. It's all right. Dan Miller does have a hit. He does have an RBI to his credit. If I'm not mistaken, and I will not be. 0-2. Dan Miller. Ooh, boy. Chin music right there. 1-2. That's right. Home plate umpire does confirm it is 1-2. And an 8-3 score where the good guys are having their way in this inning. 1-2. Popped up first base side. Who's got that? I don't think anybody's got that. I'll be correct. 5th pitch of the at-bat here in an 8-3 score. 2 very good schools going at it here today. Dan once again with Anthony at third, Casey at second, Grady at first. But there is 2 outs, and he is down in a 1-2 count. Getting ready again, the pitch. That gets away, and that's going to score Anthony to make it 9-3. Everybody dances an extra 90. It is 9-3 as 5 runs have been cashed in this 6th inning. You talk about the ultimate snowball effect. 2-2 to Dan. Run tag to number 20. It's 2-2. Misses, it gets away. Casey wisely holds. He probably would have been cooked. Full count, and if Dan reaches base, it would be Nick Zubkowski next. 3-2, 2 out, 9-3. We're winning. It's really deflating for the Vikings, I'd assume. It was 0-2 start off this at-bat. And that one's ripped foul out to deep right field. And well out of play. No way I was going to get that. What is this now? 8th pitch of the at-bat, if I'm not mistaken. Hoover trying to get some out here as Dan takes a timeout. No pressure on him at all because we have a 6-run cushion. Dan says, hey, I want it to be a 5-run. I want it to be more. Why not? Why not? Payoff. Oh, he thought it was ball 4, and Dan gonna watch strike 3 instead. But a lot of damage done by the Black and Green Brigade. Dan pretty upset about the call, but it's all right. He did get on base this inning, I believe. So everything is all good. Cooper with a lot of security out there in the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is a 9-3 contest as things went from bad to worse for the Vikings. They are not out of the woods. We are not out of the woods yet. This is baseball. This is a game with no clock, so anything can happen. Colton guns one down to Casey. Wow, he overshot Casey too. Gonna be the DH, Nick Dubkowski. Leading off for us in the top half of the 7th. A tough act to follow up a 5-run 6th inning where we had 10 men come up. I really wish that was ball 4, but not much you can do about it. Besides, you got a 6-run lead. You got a 6-run lead, but we scored 9 runs, all 9 of our runs in 2 innings. They say we can do that too. Number 15 leads off for Hoover.
Get hot started. Let's go.
Cooper had a 1-2-3 inning last time. We'll have to do it again. And he had him looking stupid on that swing and so on. You know, our dugout is indeed the third base side, which is what it is at home games. 0-1 is 0-2. Good pitch. Yeah, good crowd again on opening day. And a good field. The Dick Miller Field in North Canton, Ohio. 0-2. Struck him out swinging, but the ball got away from Cole. He will just lob it down to Gibb. That's 1 for you. And 44 coming up for the Hoover Vikings. 1 run in the first, 1 run in the third, 1 run in the fourth. We had 4 in the fourth and 5 in the sixth. Cooper fires strike 1, 0-1. Hole in 1. Cooper getting ready again. He lets it go. Ball, no immaculate end. It's all right, though. Again, you got a 6-run lead. Things are really going in your favor out here today. Cooper getting ready once again. He lets it go. Sharp roller to short. Anthony DePompe rifles one down to Gibb. Good play. 2 gone. Not easy at all. Not easy.
Probably had a lot of
So 2 quick outs here on a combined 6 pitches. Cooper looking for back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. That's a good pitch right there. 0-1. 9-3. I think it was 4-3 after 5. Foul back and ricochets back to Cole. 0-2. Monday is home against the Magics. Tuesday is on the road against the Magics. I will not be there Tuesday because there's a Highland lacrosse game against Wadsworth. I will be on the call for that instead. As he just struck him out looking, he's frozen. 9-pitch inning there by Cooper Richnavsky, striking out 2 of those batters while he was at it. 6 down, 1 to go. 9-3. Everybody going crazy in our dugout, and you'd be going crazy too if your team was doing a dandy. What was I thinking of again? Oh, man. Yeah, Tuesday's lacrosse game, boys lacrosse game, may I add. That's at home, so I'll be covering that here on YouTube. On Monday, I'll be doing the PA and DJ for Highland baseball. Nick, then Cole, then Luke Girding. They have a new pitcher out there? They might. Can't tell right now. Looks like it's number 13. This would be what now? New pitcher for you guys? Preston Lee, thank you. So sorry about that. Just had to ask. This is the fourth pitcher today for the Vikings. Nick's leading off the top half of the seventh inning where I see Colton Winston all the way back there. He is going to be coming in perhaps in the seventh. Are you ready for the seventh? I don't know yet. He hasn't had too much practice out there. As the catcher finally came out after taking his time out there because I think he was on the base. Or no, he was last out, I think. No, he wasn't. Number 20 was. I don't know what the holdup was then. I apologize. Nick Dubkowski, Cole Fernandez, Luke Girding once again. That's who leads it off for the Black and Green Brigade. It's 5, 6, 7. Throw down a second, I'll say that. Is Nick Dubkowski gonna kick things off in the top half of inning number 7? The good guys I had by a comfy 9-3 lead. Hopefully there's more where that came from. Nick Dubkowski leading off. He's gonna lead off by watching ball one inside, 1-0. And the foggiest what the score of the BW baseball game is, but hopefully it ended well. I think we're on game 2 by now. This game been all Hornets thus far, as that one is off target. 2-0 to Nick. Looks like Colton's making his way out of the bullpen as that 2-0 misses, and Nick well in the driver's seat now, 3-0. And Cole on deck, 3 balls, no strikes. Nick wisely takes, even though it's a strike, he wisely took it 3-1. You had to, it's 3-0. I would have done the same thing. 3-1, misses, ball 4. So Nick Dubkowski kicks off the 7th inning with a walk. That brings up Cole Fernandez, our catcher. 5, 6, and 7. They came up in the 6 innings. That ball dances, but stabbed by the catcher. 1-0. Cole almost got drilled there, folks. And he almost got drilled again, 2-0. He's playing really dangerous out there. He's throwing 6 balls, 1 strike today. It's 2-0. Pitch coming up. Fouled off that screening. 2-1. Top half of the seventh once again. Likely going to be our last inning unless Hoover can chalk up a rally. It's a 6-run ball game. And remember, we go 7 innings in high school as I keep on harping at, but it's the first game of the season, so you may have forgotten. Those at home, 2-1, 2-2. Happens. Got Girding on deck. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 13 ready. He just got him looking cool. Can't believe it, one gone. Buckled on that. But things are fine. Luke Girding, he's up. Girding had a bunt single last time, so third baseman will aware of that. Ooh, he's playing dangerous again. 1-0 inside. It's going to be Parker Janikis on deck unless there's a double play. Getting ready once again. 1-0, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Mr. Girding. Getting set once again, number 13. He does have a strikeout today, but 1 walk as well. 1-1 is gonna drill Luke. Playing dangerous again. Parker Jankis, who had a 2-run single last time, comes up. Parker indeed having himself a good game. As he's got Nick at second and Luke at first. And he's going to take ball 1, 1-0. Unfortunate turn of events starting the 4th inning for Hoover. They did get a run back in that inning, but then they gave up 5 in the 6th. Parker even now 1-1. So 9 balls today. 5 strikes if I'm not mistaken. So this will be his 15th pitch of the contest. And it misses. 2-1. With once again, Girding at first and Dobbs at second. 2-1. 13 as there's a timeout issued to Parker. Second baseman for the good guys. And ready once again. Eyeing everything out there. Looking at the runner. Second, 2-1 is a swing and a miss. 2-2. It's all right for Parker, even if he got sound, because again, he did cash in 2 of those runs out here today. I was back in the 6th. 2-2 coming up. He's down. Oh, wow. 2 gone. Still having himself going, sorry. As Anthony DePompe is striding in. So 2 strikeouts now for him. They've been the only 2 outs of the inning, and all the outs of the inning, both the outs of the inning. High and in to Anthony 1-0. After Anthony would come Colton Winston try and get off the schneid out there. 1 ball, no strikes. Anthony watches that one, almost dance away from the catcher, but a good stab prevents either of the runners from going. 2-0. Colton right there, and the on deck, well, not really on deck circle, but on deck. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners going down third, Nick Topkowski. Going down to second, Luke Girding. 3-0. Considering Colton's misfortunes out here today, I wouldn't be surprised if he just throws in unintentional, intentional walk, something off target, but not way off. But Colton is due. You got to bet that. Will he attack after Anthony? Anthony with a single today. 2 on, 2 out. Both in scoring position. Pitch coming up. Anthony takes 3-1, so he does not go for the 4-pitch walk. He's still got Anthony right where he wants him, I suppose. 3-1, gonna ready the pitch. He walked him. Colton Winston. Trying to change his day at the dish show for 4, but again, as long as if he gets on base, things will be fine. That's all he needs. Nothing else. Again, Parker at third, Luke at second, Anthony at first, 2 gone. And Colton's going to watch that one, 1-0. Actually, Nick is at third, Luke is at second, Anthony's at first. I beg your pardon, 2 gone. Colton wisely lays off. That was high and maybe we'll win 2-0. And again, Casey Miser itching to come up. Colton, 2 balls, no strikes. He's ahead in the count. That one shot foul out to left. Coach Grissom plays it on a hop. Coach Grissom still got it, I guess. He's always got it. 2-1 here to Colton. Number 13 has 2 strikeouts today. He'd want to get 3. He needs 2 more strikes, though. It's 2-1. 3-1. Casey would be next again. Again, Nick is at third. Luke is at second. And Anthony is at first. None of them got a hit. Nick and Anthony got walked. And Luke got hit. And speaking of walk, it is 10-3 as he misses outside. Colton on for the first time this season and today, of course. And now here comes Casey. So another run cashed in for the good guys. It's 10-3. Are they going to resort to a new pitcher or not? He's distributed 3 walks, 1 hit batter today. He's been all over the plate. That's not what you want to see if you are the Vikings. Excuse me. Anyways, it's Luke at third, Anthony at second, Colton at first, 2 gone for the Ohio Bobcat and Casey Miser. This is a guy you consider a threat. If I'm not mistaken, last at bat, he cashed in 2 runs. I was back in the 6th inning. My goodness. Is he thinking grand slam? I don't know. What I do know is that he watches for ball 1, 1-0. When a guy like Casey, you can think that because it's that good of a hitter. 13 again all over the plate today. He's barely found the strike zone. Wow. Sharply hit off the glove of the first baseman, and that ball is going to cash in 2, maybe 3 as that ball goes to the cutoff. It is 12-3. Casey with a 2-out single, and Grady's coming up with 3 cashed in, 2 on and 2 out.
Drive it now.
This is the 8th batter of the inning. Grady Gibb. 9-run contest. Ball 1. That was the first hit given up today by number 13. Could not have come at a more inconvenient time. I'll tell you that. 1 ball, no strikes here to Gibb. Colton at third, Casey at first. Sharply hit to third. Good play there. He's going to gun 1 down and get the out, but not after damage done again, and damage done in bunches. So it was a bases loaded walk to Colton Winston, then a 2-out, 2-run single by Casey Miser, and thus it is a 12-3 game. Vikings are gonna need a miracle if then and then some, I ought to say. See number 2, Liam Zelensky taking the outfield out there. As I think Colton Winston might be on the mound, if I believe correctly.
Yeah, 2 for 21.
2 for 21. That's what Coach Grissom says. So Cooper Richnevsky's day is history on the mound. Colton Winston looking to finish him off. Cooper Richnevsky indeed looking to finish him off as Liam Zelensky takes over at center field for the good guys. Left-hander Colton with a 9-run lead to operate with. I think it's safe to say this game's been won. At least you'd hope. 12-3. Good guys. A 4-run fourth, a 5-run sixth, and a 3-run seventh. It's just been tough sledding for the Vikings today. They start off well. I mean, it was 2-0 after 3 for a second. I thought they might have this game in control. But alas, it was the good guys that came around and took them to school. Here Colton grunting as he lets that thing fly. The left-hander second lefty out here for us today. Third pitcher used by the good guys, of course. 12 leading off for the Vikings. 2 more, says the home plate ump. So aside from Colton taking over on the mound and Liam taking over at center, I don't believe there's been anything else happening. A 12-3 affair. Vikings need 9. They want to tie it, 10 to walk it off. I've seen stranger things happen, folks. You know that by now. I've been covering Highland sporting events since 2019. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. Before that, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff since broadcasting, but feeling pretty darn confident from Coach Grissom out here. Colton has number 12 dancing away, 1-0. There's a strike by the left-hander Winston. It's 1-1. Coach Grissom's definitely going to be a much more relaxed dude out there, happy man. As that one's popped up in a shallow right. Who's got that? Who's got that? Nobody. 1-2. I mean, he was probably a little concerned when it was 2-0 after 3. Heck, 4-3 after 4. We just took command. 4-3 after 5. We just took command in the last 2 innings, putting up 8 altogether in the last 2. Casey with half those runs batted in. Got him swinging. 1 gone. So Hoover likely going to 0-1 on the season. Will likely start off the season with a dominant win, folks. When I say dominant, I mean it. My phone's at 21%. Oh, you gods. Now it's at 20. Strike 1, 0-1. It's at 20%. They'll survive unless Hoover gets a miracle rally. There's a bouncer to third. Dan takes it. He throws down to first, and we have them down their last out. Good play by Dan Miller, I'll tell you. That was not easy. Number 9, their last hope. They're looking to tuck the Vikings to bed. So it's the bottom half of the 7th and the top half of the 7th, of course. Colton getting ready. Let's it go. Ball one. A little low. Maybe a little inside, too. 1-0. Colton getting ready once again. So fires pitch. Got it in there. 1-1. Tell you, these kids are going to be pretty happy with the post-game interviews, you would assume. 1-1 home. Yeah, now their last strike now, 1-2. Trying to stay warm, but it has not been easy. It's been a chore, I'll say that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Colton Winston can't finish them off yet. 2-2. Everything's still all good. Colton getting ready once again. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Gets the call from Cole. Let's go. Ooh, inside 3-2. Hoover still trying to stay alive out here. Full count after it was once upon a time 1-2. Colton on the full count. Walks. Can't let that get in your head if you're Colton Winston, folks. Doubt it gets in his head. He's a good kid. He's a composed kid, too. Here's another 14 to the dish. And a home run doesn't do that much damage. Ball 1. Colton, the closer, coming in despite the 9-run lead for the good guys. Colton's 1-0. That misses 2-0. Obviously, everything's fine. I mean, once again, you got an enormous lead. An enormous lead, rather. Roller foul, third base side. Colton probably getting some confidence back after that. 2-1. Corner Winston. The left-hander looking at the runner first. Walked. And again, down to their last strike. It's 2-2. Colton looking to tuck him to bed. Shaking off Cole, and now Colton gets the call from Cole. Bouncer, third base side. I think we're going to have to eat that one. Hoover's still alive. See, number 16's up. They are not going down quietly, I'll tell you. Tell you that. Infield hit there by Hoover's batter. Excuse me. That got away both runners an extra 90. There was nobody on, 2 out. Now there's 2 on, both in scoring position and 2 out. Number 16 is up for the Hoover Vikings. Colton getting ready. There's one shot out to deep left, going after Girding. He did not catch it. 2 runs are going to be cashed in. Run going to try to go down third. He might try to score on this. Nope, it's a triple, though. 12-5. Only thing Colton Winston can do is just shake it off and go back to the next one. So Hoover's still going at us. Number 6 is up for the Vikings. Maybe that was bad luck going over there. Hoover not quitting. They got a dude at third, but they're still down 7. So Colton misses the zone 1-0. Still got to feel good if you're the good guys. 12-5. Got on a swing and miss right there. 1-1. Good thing we had a 9-run lead, which is now a 7-run lead, but still, you got the gist. Good thing we're doing good. And we have down the last strike for the third time today. It is 1-2. Looking to put us 1-0 on the season. The pitch. Nope. 2-2. Walked the dude, gave up an infield hit, and then a 2-run triple. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. Bouncer to third, right to the third base coach. 6th pitch of the at-bat. Colton looking to end it out here. No pressure on him, that's for sure. Again, worst thing that can happen here is a 12-7 game. Good block there by Cole. It is a full count. Number 15 would be next. Let me tell you. See if Mr. Winston's going to come on out to calm down Colton. It's only if he gives up a base runner here. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Vikings in the bottom half of the 7th. He's just not going to quit. This is 8th pitch of the at-bat, I want to say. Full count, 2 out. Man at third, 7-run cushion for the Black and Green Brigade. Getting ready once again, the pitch. He just walked up. And foggiest what's going on with Colton. He looks pretty calm out there first 2 batters and then gave up 4 consecutive base runners. I think Mr. Grissom wants to talk things over with Colton. He's going with the new pitcher? I don't think so. I think Coach Grissom's just going to give him a chat. I'm Tommy Maroon here for WHBW, telling you hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon on these videos. Gotta know next time we go live or next time we upload a YouTube short for interviews. Colton's got dudes out the corners here with 2 gone. Hoover was down their last down, had no one on. The worst thing that can happen here is a 12-8 game, but still. Coach Grissom trying to calm down Colton. He's given up 2 runs today, but he did have a bases loaded walk, so it cancels out. Threw it out to left. Luke Girding underneath, and we're going to take this one 12-5. Woo! Well, there's some drama towards the end, but when you had yourselves a 12-3 lead, what drama is there? 12-5 is the final score here in North Canton. Hornets ruined the Vikings home opener. They won't want to do it in any other way other than convincing and dominant fashion. 4 runs in the 4th, 5 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. Hoover had 1 in the first, 1 in the first, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th when they were down their last out, but it was far too little, far too late. Vikings fall to 0-1 on the season. We'll go to 1-0 on the season. You gotta assume there's a lot more where that came from, folks. At least you would assume, especially when we have about 13 seniors, I want to say. Somewhere around that neighborhood, somewhere around that ballpark. See what I did there? I get on the field and talk to the gang. Of course, Coach Grissom doesn't like when I not do the post-game interviews, but rather he does not like it when I film the post-game talk. Let him be. I don't know if we're going to do anything yet or whatnot. I do see the coaches talking things over right now. Gonna stand over here for the time being. Gotta take off my headset too. Gotta find my way on this field out here. Coach Grissom gonna be pretty happy about that ball game. You'd be pretty happy too. Let him be. And Coach Grissom B will have post-game interviews uploaded to YouTube very shortly. Till next time, I'm Ty Maroon, thanking you folks for watching here on WHBW. So long, everybody.